So welcome back guys, and in this video we are going to see some more methods in the Selenium WebDriver. So the methods are find element, find elements, get window handle, get window handles, and switch to. So before seeing these methods and before explaining the work of these methods, let me tell you that if you want to study about the methods, then how will you reach to API documents and then study, okay? Which I forgot to mention in the previous video, this one I'm talking about. Okay, so I told you that I'm going to tell you how to read about them and how to learn if you want to learn. Okay, so first was just hovering over the method you want to learn about. So we have seen this in the last video, and when you will hover over any of the method, like for example get current URL, then you will be able to see it gets a string representing the current URL that the browser is looking at. So this is one of the methods, as I have told you in the previous video. But if you want to read the authentic work of the methods, then you should open the browser and then you should type here Selenium, okay, and you should reach the website. So you will open the website www.selenium.dev, and then you will go to the downloads, and then over the Java docs you will find the API docs option, and you will open this. Okay, and we are going to open this particular package org.openqa.selenium, and then we will reach to the WebDriver. These are interfaces. Okay, so we'll reach the WebDriver interface. So we'll open it, and you can see here that what here it is written. So uh, this interface controls the browser, so control of the browser itself, and it helps in selection of the web elements. We have already seen that we are selecting the web elements and performing operation, and it provides debugging aids. Okay, so all known implementing classes are, these are the classes which implement the interface. Okay, the interface has abstract methods, and we have some classes who implement those methods. Okay, so we have Chrome driver, Firefox driver, Edge driver, and various other Safari driver, etc. Right? So if you move down, you will see some of the methods like close, find element, find elements, get current URL, get page source, get title. We have already seen get current URL, gets a string representing the URL of that browser, of the browser is looking at. Okay, that the browser is looking at. And get page source gets the source of the last loaded page. Get title gets the title of the current page. We have already seen all these things. So we will see get window handle, get window handles. We have already seen manage. Okay, and we have already seen navigate, quit. Okay, we'll see switch to here only, okay, in this video. So let me show you the manage. Okay, I have told very less about it in the last video. So it brings the option interface. Okay, so it gets us the WebDriver.option interface. So in the option interface, let it open. So yeah, in the option interface we have some of the methods, and window is another type of interface which is most widely used. So opening the window, and we have some methods which we can use in order to perform operations over the browser. So we can get size, which gets us the size of the current window dimensions, and then get position, full screen, maximize, minimize, set position, and set size. Okay, so we have various methods in the WebDriver.window interface, and the option interface also has some of the methods such as add cookie, delete all cookies, delete cookie named, and get cookie named, get cookies, logs, timeout. So comment down if you want me to create a separate video over these methods. These are also very easy methods. I'll be explaining what cookies are and how to delete cookies, delete cookie named, and then provide the particular name for that cookie. So please do comment down and tell me that whether you require me to create the video over this option interface. Okay, so now let us move to the presentation, and we will on to this. So we were going to learn about find element, find elements, right? So we have already seen that in order to locate a particular element, we use the find element method. Okay, so it helps to find a particular web element. Let me show you over the Java doc parallelly. So you can see that find element by, which by is a class. Okay, so finds the first web element using the given method. Okay, so it finds the web element using the given method. Okay, and find elements, it finds out multiple web elements. If there are multiple web elements and you need to find out multiple web elements over a web page, then it will find out multiple web elements. Okay, I will show you first these two methods and you will be very clear that what do I mean. Okay, so for suppose we are over the sourcedemo.com page, and the title of this page is swag labs. Okay, so for suppose we are going to inspect this particular web element. Okay, this is a single web element, so we are inspecting this, and I have copied the XPath of this particular element, and I'll open my script, and I will delete all these lines, and then I will, we have already navigated to the driver.get, and we have already navigated to the sourcedemo.com, and then we have maximized the windows. Okay, and for your information, this is where we are invoking the Chrome browser, right? So the script will run over the Chrome browser, and we are reaching the sourcedemo.com, and then we have maximized the window. Now I will use driver, and we will use the find element. Okay, element, not elements. Why element? Because we are locating a particular web element, single web element. Okay, so find element, and then by, then we will type here XPath, because we have copied the XPath. Okay, if you want to create your own XPath, you can follow my the XPath tutorial series. You will definitely know in very depth and in a very knowledgeable manner that how to create complex XPaths. Okay, so it is not advisable to copy the XPath, but for the study purpose you can do it. Okay, so driver.find element by XPath, and pasting the XPath which we have copied, and then we will send some keys. Okay, send keys. So send keys is used to send some of the value. So hello new user, I'm sending this key to be entered in the this particular placeholder username. Okay, so let me save the script and then run it. Okay, so let us see what happens. So the script is running, the Chrome browser opened, it will maximize the window, and it typed hello new user. Okay, so we have to close it manually, as I have not typed here driver.close as seen in the last video. Okay, so this is why find element is used. Okay, so now coming over the find element. So now if you see this particular website, we are provided with certain usernames over here and a password for all the users. Okay, so if we copy this username from here, let me copy this. Okay, control C, and I'm pasting it over here, and then I'm copying the password and then pasting it over here, and then clicking over the login button. We are navigated to this particular page. Okay, which is a demo page showing list of certain shoppable items, such as a backpack and a bike light and a t-shirt, then a jacket, etc. Okay, so for suppose you need to get the list of all these elements, so what will you do? What will you do? You will use the find elements method. Okay, so let me inspect this web page, and let me dock it to the bottom. Okay, wait for a while, I need to yeah, reduce the size. Okay, so for example, we can see here a div class. Okay, and inside the div class we have the class of inventory list, right? Inside the class of inventory list, we have the inventory items. You can see when I'm moving my mouse, the first item is getting selected, the second item is getting selected, and here the third item is getting selected, and the fourth item is getting selected, and similarly the fifth and sixth are getting selected, right? So in order to get the list of all these items, we are going to select this particular div tag and locate this particular div tag, and then uh, find elements via this particular div tag. So how to do this, let me tell you. Okay, so first we need to log in, right? So I have to write here driver dot find element, and then we need to provide the basically the locator of the password placeholder, right? XPath, and then I am providing here the locator of password placeholder. I am inspecting this, and simply copying the XPath and pasting it over here, and then send keys, and then password will be as directed to us, right? We cannot type any password, right? So secret sauce is the password, control C and control V, and the username should also be as directed to us. So username was, as we can see here, username is standard user. Okay, so control C, any username you can use. I'm using the first one, right? So pasting it over here and closing the script, and now we need to click over the login button. So driver dot find element, and then by then Xpath. Okay, there's a mistake here. Xpath, and then we need to provide the XPath of that particular login button, and then we need to click. So inspecting this, and yeah, again we will copy the XPath and then uh, paste it, and then we will dot click. Okay, so dot click method is used to click over a button, okay, or any web element, right? So we have logged in. Now we will use the find elements, right? So now we will type here driver dot find elements, right? The second one, and then sorry, by, and then XPath, and then provide the XPath of the parent div tag. Because why? Because let me show you. Let me log in. Control C, Control V, and then secret underscore sauce login. So what I was telling was that if we inspect it and we see the inventory list, right? So let me minimize this. Yeah, so this is the inventory list, and these are the inventory items. So the inventory items are being parented by this particular div class. Okay, so if I copy this particular div as a parent class, then we will get the inventory items, right? So let me press Control F over here and show you how to create the XPath. Now is the time where we'll need to create the XPath, right? So we'll write here. First, let me copy this particular class. Control C. Yeah. So if I write here double slash, and then uh, tag name is div, and I hope you remember how to create the XPath, right? That is why I said keep on revising. So this is how we create the XPath, and this is one of one. So this is a unique XPath, and if I provide a forward slash and I type div, then we will get one of these 6 items, right? So we got the one of these 6 items. So 6 items inside the inventory list we got, right? You can see. Okay, so we got the XPath for all the items, right? So I'm copying this and pasting it over here, and then what can we do? Just close the line, right? Sorry, just close the line. And if you hover your mouse over the find elements, then you will see that list of web elements is the return type of find element. So we will type here list, and then in the generic we need to provide web element, right? So we need to provide a variable type also. So variable should be list of, okay, and we will equate it. So why here error is coming? Because you need to import the web element from org.openqa.selenium, right? And we need to import the list from java.util also. So import list from java.util, right? Now I will system.out.println. What I'm doing is I'm printing the variable list of. Okay, so yeah, so our script is ready. I am saving my script. So what I have done, let me explain you. First, we have, went to the Chrome browser, we opened the sourcedemo.com, we maximized the window, we, found the element that is, username, and send the keys. We typed the standard user underscore user, and then we typed the password that is secret underscore sauce, and then we clicked over the login button, and then after moving to that particular page over which the list of items was displayed, we found out the XPath for the list of items, and then we are taking those list of items in a variable named as list of, and then we are printing uh, all the items. So saving the script and running it, and hopefully our script will run. Okay, so it will open the Chrome browser, the swag labs, it opened, and it will maximize, it will type in. Okay, it was very fast. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the script is running. You can see the mouse blinking, and let us, okay, minimize. So you can see here over the console that we are, uh, with the list of web elements. So the first web element is, this, right? The second web element is, this. These are the, particular codes for the web elements. And the third web element is this. And the fourth web element is, this. And the fifth web element is this. And okay, I missed the first one, right? Yeah, I missed the first one. So sixth web element is this, right? The first one, right? This particular. So there are total six web, um, elements, or the, items over that particular web page. These all are the six elements, right? So all the IDs for the elements have been printed over the console, right? So I hope that you are clear with how to, use the find element, and how to use the find elements. Okay. And the major thing was the difference between the two. Okay. So I hope that you're clear with the concept, and we will be, meeting in the next video, because this particular video is very long, and we will see the remaining methods like get window handle, get window handles, and switch to. Okay. So we will meet in the next video. Till then, keep learning, keep watching, and most importantly, keep revising. Thank you.